Somos Kids, to another series called Thanks. This month we are going to talk about just a few things that we can thank God for. I hope you've all had a fantastic day, and I'm so glad you can join us for another weekend. Before we get started, I want to share something with you about a time I received something and wasn't too grateful. In the 7th grade, my grandma thought it was a fantastic idea to buy us matching fuzzy vests. They were blue and black and were made out of fur, and mine had a hood, and I opened it up, and she was so excited, and she pulled out hers and put it on and said, look, I have the same one, and I went, Grandma. And then I turned to my mom and I said, Mom, you didn't tell her this was not okay? Which was not kind of me. But then I got the worst of it because my grandma made me wear it in public with no other shirt on in the 27-degree weather. I should have been thankful because my grandma was doing something kind for me, even though the vest was probably the ugliest thing I've ever seen. She was really just trying to connect with me in a way so that we could have matching clothes and she could take me out in public and be like, look, this is my mini-me. So now that you've heard about a time when I was ungrateful, I want to share with you a story from the Bible about a group of people who should have been grateful. Today's story comes from the Bible in the book of Exodus. It can be found in the chapter 16. Let me go ahead and summarize it for you. So last month we talked about how Moses had saved all of the Israelites from captivity. The Israelites had been walking through the desert for quite some time, and you can only imagine how hungry and thirsty they were. I walk outside in the Florida heat for like 10 minutes and I'm already starving, but they had been out in the desert where it's way hotter for way longer. The Israelites were probably wondering where they were going to get food and how they were going to survive. Going back to Exodus, the Israelites had found a spot to stop when all of them began grumbling to Moses. They said, "It would have been better if the Lord had just killed us in the land of Egypt. There we had meat to eat, we had all the food we wanted, but you've brought us into this desert and we will starve to death here." Then God spoke to Moses. The Lord said that food would fall from the sky like rain, and every day the people must gather all of the food they needed for the day. But God gave them special instructions for the 6th day. God said that they must gather twice as much, then they must prepare for it. Why do you think God was going to give them all of this food? God had just saved them from the king of Egypt, and then the Israelites decided to complain about not being killed where they had food. So after God spoke to Moses, Moses relayed all of this information to the rest of the Israelites. For the next 6 days, the Lord made manna and quail rain from the sky. The Israelites were probably so excited that the Lord had provided all of that food to feed them. Now I want you all to imagine you're stranded in the desert. It's hot. You're thirsty, you haven't eaten in forever, and you're starting to get just a little bit hangry. And then, all of a sudden, nice cold water bottles and your favorite food start falling from the sky. I would be so grateful to God and for all of the food being sent to us. Did the Israelites have a good attitude and thankful hearts? Not exactly. They grumbled and complained. God had helped them out of Egypt and did miracles to keep them safe, but still they didn't seem to be thankful. Now think about this. Do you ever complain and get grumpy? Of course, I haven't met a single human that doesn't complain or get grumpy. The next time you complain about not having something you want, stop and think about all the good things God has given you and thank the Lord. We can have a thankful heart and good attitude, and we can thank God for providing for us. That's all I have for you today, Somos Kids. Keep watching to see what the challenge of the day is. I hope you all stay super thankful this week, and I will see you back here next weekend. Bye!
Hey Somos Kids, so today the challenge of the week, we're going to do the Try Not to Laugh challenge. Y'all seem to like that one with me and Brenna, so we're back at it again. Bruno is going to read us some jokes off, and whoever can keep the water in their mouth the longest wins. And we'll actually see who wins this time, because I think we both lost last time.
Most definitely.
Multiple
My
times.
pants lost for sure.
The floor lost, yeah. All right, you ready, Bruno?
I'm
You
ready.
gotta relax.
Today, at the bank, an old lady asked me to help check her balance. So I pushed her over. I told my girlfriend she draw her eyebrows too high. She seems surprised.
That's the second time I choked. I already lost.
Water, please.
Oh.
Keep going.
The way he's saying that. All right, we're just gonna keep going now. I lost, obviously.
Okay. Why is Peter Pan always flying? He never lands. My boss told me to have a good day, so I went home. My dog used to chase people on a bike a lot. It got so bad, I finally had to take his bike away. The other day, my wife asked me to pass her lipstick, but I accidentally passed her the glue stick. She still doesn't talk to me. My wife told me that I had to stop acting like a flamingo, so I had to put my foot down. I couldn't figure out why the basketball keeps getting larger. Then it hit me. Why did the old man fall in the well? Because he couldn't see that well. A blind man walks into a bar and a table and a chair. That doesn't make sense. I know a lot of jokes.
Hold on. He was blind, so he walked into a bar.
He walked into a bar and then a table.
Okay.
Okay. Wipe your chin. I don't know if it's slobber or water.
It's water.
A little bit of both.
Did you hear about the Italian chef that died? He passed away. How do crazy people go through the forest? They take the cycle path. What did the traffic light say to the car? Don't look. I'm about to change. I just wrote a book on a reverse psychology. Do not read it. What did one hat say to the other? You stay here, and I will go ahead. Why wouldn't the shrimp share his treasure? Because he was a little shellfish.
All right, I think we're gonna end it there. You're soaking wet. That's all we have for you today, Somos Kids. I will see you back here next weekend for another challenge. It includes pie, so
3.14.